Welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time here, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get to know every time I upload a new video. So today I want to talk about 4 things that you can do on your own when you're buying land to avoid being, conned or falling into scam. So whereas I cannot overemphasize the importance of getting a qualified lawyer to guide you through the process, because they understand that better. It is their field. They understand that better, and never try to skip this step because maybe you want to save money or for whatever reasons. Lawyers, that is their work. So let them guide you in doing the searches, preparation of the agreement, and other legal processes that are required in buying land. Point number 1 is make an independent site visit. Normally what happens when you're buying land, the vendor or their agent will take you to the site together and they'll show you the place. But I encourage you to go back alone or with a friend and get to ask questions around. You can talk to the local area chief, you can talk to the neighbors, you can talk to church leaders around there. You will get to mine information regarding, that piece of land, whether they are Rango's family, maybe they're fighting for that land, whether it has been sold before to maybe several other people. You also get to ask the prevailing market price and more information, even the history of that land. So there's a lot of information that you're likely to get by visiting alone. And this kind of information, normally the vendor wouldn't want you to know, because normally the vendor will tell you what you want to hear so that you commit yourself. They're in the business of selling, so they'll tell you what you want to hear. So it is good you go back on your own to find out what the vendor didn't tell you. Number 2 is get an independent qualified surveyor to show you the actual location of the land using the maps, the deed plans, and GPS location. He should be able to help you do that. The reason for this is that even after the vendor, takes you, or their agent takes you to the site, you shouldn't blindly trust them that they have shown you the actual location, because there have been these cases where people have purchased a piece of land. They were shown the one that was closest to the tarmac, or which was in an ideal location, and then after paying, they end up realizing later that what they bought is not the same. It is in a different location that most probably they would not have preferred. So it is good to get a qualified surveyor to, guide you during this process. Don't try to save some of this money, because it's a huge investment that you're doing. It's a long-term investment that you're doing. So saving some of this money can be costly. So make sure you are guided by a good surveyor that will help you locate the actual location, and make sure whatever is on the map matches what is on the ground. Number 3 is do a vendor search. So whoever is selling that piece of land, whether it's an individual or a company, you can do a search. So for companies, you can do via e-citizen. You can ask a lawyer to help you do that, just to verify whether the company exists, who are the directors, whether the company is genuine. For individuals, you can ask for their IDs and go to the registrar of persons and confirm whether they are the real owners of that property, because there have been these cases where people get to investigate and get to know the owner of land, of a specific parcel of land. They create fake IDs, they forge IDs, they forge the title deeds. So even after doing a search, you're not able to tell whether the person purporting to sell that piece of land is the actual person. So people have been conned in such manner, where people fake such documents and purport to own a specific piece of land, and they sell it to you unknowingly. So it is important you ask them for their ID, go to the registrars of persons, and confirm whether the details on the ID that you're given matches with what they have there. And the final point is use the internet, Google, social media, and other tools that are available. You can Google about that scheme of land. You can Google about that specific title number. You're likely to get information regarding that piece of land, especially if it has an issue, the people, claiming their disputes. You're likely to see them via Google. Again, you can go to social media pages. If it is a company selling, go to their social media handles and get to see what kind of complaints other people who have purchased from them are making. You will find complaints like they're not giving titles, there are delays, they are overcharging, there are hidden charges. There's so many information that you can dig. For some of them are deleted, so it's good you take some time, and you can even go early, maybe before 6 a.m. the person who is responsible for deleting such comments, before they start deleting them, you can go early enough and get to read what kind of comments people make. So through the internet, you can find out even the history, and if there are court cases, like a very nice website for the law, I think law.org, you can get information about current cases that are going on regarding land. In a nutshell, buying land or any property thereof is not an emergency. No one should hurriedly, engage you or push you to commit or such a thing just because you're going to miss out on, a specific piece of land. I say that just like matatus, if you miss one, there is always another one coming. So let no one, push you in committing if you haven't completed your due diligence. 2,000 years ago, and in Jesus' time, they were still selling land. So I do believe even in another 2,000 years, they will be selling land. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, and also request you to make comments and also suggest on the kind of videos that you'd like me to do regarding either business or real estate.